Let's look at Chapter 13, Lesson 6, Extension, completing division sentences. Complete the problems. Go ahead and solve these using division. 8 goes into 8 one time. I know that's going to be 8. Subtract, I get 0. Bring down the 7. I know that 8 goes into 7 0 times, so I'm going to have to bring down the 2 now. 8 goes into 72 9 times. 72. Subtract and 0. So my answer is going to be 109. Do the same thing for number 2. 9 goes into 81, and I had to use 81 and not just 8 because it won't go into 8. So 9 goes into 81 9 times. I put the 9 over the 1. 9 times 9 is 81. I subtract, I get 0. I bring down the next 9. 9 goes into 9 one time. 9 times 1 is 9. I subtract, I get 0. My answer is going to be 91. Now go on to number 3. 9 goes into 1 0 times, into 12 1 time. So 9 times 1 is 9. Subtract 12 minus 9, which is going to equal 3. Bring down the 8. 9 goes into 38 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract, you get 2. Bring down the 7. 9 goes into 27 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. I subtract, and I get 0. My answer is going to be 143. The students in Miss Sterling's class were sponsored for a readathon. For each book they read, they received 1 quarter. By the end of the readathon, the class had read 129 books. The class decided to buy 7 new books with the money they raised. Number 4. If each book costs the same amount, what is the most each one could cost? So I need to first solve how much the books cost. So I know that they read 129 books, and they got 25 cents for each book. So I'm going to multiply that. You can break it up into 2 different problems if you want, or solve it the other way. So 5 times 9 is going to be 45. Carry the 4. 5 times 2 is going to be 10, plus 4 more is going to be 14. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is going to be 6. I'm dropping a 0 because I'm moving on to the 2. 2 times 9 is going to be 18. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is going to be 4, plus the 1 is going to be 5. 2 times 1 is going to be 2. I'm then going to add this. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 8 is going to be 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6 plus 5 is going to be 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is going to be 3. So I know that she was able to raise $32.25. because it's each worth a quarter. Now I need to use this information to figure out how much each book could cost if they all were the same amount. So what I'm going to do is take $32.25 and divide it by 7 books. When I divide with a decimal, I move the decimal straight up. So 7 goes into 32, and I know it goes in 4 times. 7 times 4 is going to be 28. I'm going to subtract, and I get 4. I bring down the 2. 7 goes into 42 6 times. I have 42. Subtract, and I get 0. Bring down the 5. And I know 7 goes into 5 0 times. So then I'd have to bring down another 0. 7 goes into 50. And I know that that would go in 7 times. But remember, you're talking about money, so $4.60 would be the most that you could spend on each book. Let's move on to number 5, where we need to describe how each student can divide up the money to buy the books separately. You can't just divide up the quarters into 7 equal groups because each book is $4.60, and 60 cents you can't just put quarters together to get. So what you're going to need to do is make piles of $4 in quarters. You can then add on to that 2 more quarters, which would be 50 cents. So you could really make piles of $4.50 in quarters. You're then going to have to take the extra money and you're going to have to get dimes. Each pile will need 1 dime. So looking at this, you have $4.50 that can go into piles that are just quarters. The remaining quarters will need to be traded in for dimes, and each stack would get just one dime. That would end up equaling $4.60, which is what you need to buy each book.